Are you a small business owner, a trader, a school owner, a federal civil servant, a Lagos or Edo civil servant, a farmer or a farm supply merchant? Do you need a loan or wish to fix your money for a high yield interest? Talk to us today and get your loan in less than 24 hours. Visit our website on www.lapo-nigeria.org or call us on 0813-984-0230. Email info@lapo-nigeria.org.
Globally, businesses and corporations are faced with challenges that requires fresh thinking on strategy, leadership, and governance to survive. The Anchor is a program designed to help organizations and individuals to be skilled in handling challenges. Join Dr. Osare Emokai, a development economist and a corporate strategist, for this interactive, informative, educative program.
Pleasant day to you, audience. You are welcome to this exciting moments with the Anchor. Today we'll be looking at career choice. Career choice. And discussing with me this episode, this discussion today is Mr. Tony Anya, the Deputy Registrar of Ejon School of Management and also the Media Director of Mindshare Communication. Mr. Tony Anya, you are welcome.
Thank you, Mr. B. I'm happy to be with you in this interesting program.
By my extreme right is Dr. Ayodele Oloyede, the Deputy Rector of Ejon School of Management. Mr. Oloyede, you are welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having
Both
me.
are academics, and I will just be discussing this subject of the matter. Before we dive into the subject of the day, we want to go on a short break. Don't touch that dial.
Globally, businesses and corporations are faced with challenges that requires fresh thinking on strategy, leadership, and governance to survive. The Anchor is a program designed to help organizations and individuals to be skilled in handling challenges. Join Dr. Osare Emokai, a development economist and a corporate strategist, for this interactive, informative, educative program.
Yeah, welcome back to this episode. After that short break, we'll be talking about career choice. 90% of the students' population are in the tertiary institutions. Just about 5 to 6% of students are in the private institutions. Like I said earlier, we have two gentlemen in the studio that will be discussing this career choice. Career, we just want to quickly define career. Career can be defined in two ways. The first is that the career is often used to refer to a profession, an occupation, or a vocation. Secondly, is an individual progression through a series of jobs, moving from one job to the other. You can take these two definitions, and as we discuss, we'll be looking at this more in details. Mr. Anya, I want to ask you, can you just explain the three parts that we have in career?
Thank you very much, Mr. Ibi. The first part involved taking up a number of unrelated and disjointed jobs in different industries, to the extent that by the time you have worked for, say, 10 years, you will not have any experience in any of these jobs you have taken because you didn't stay there for a long time. We don't advocate that one for our teenagers. The second one is when you climb up the corporate ladder vertically in a particular occupation, maybe in two different related companies. Yes, you have acquired experience, and that will enable you to now to go and look for a job in another related company. Good, that's what we want our teenagers to note. Not the third one that involves US. The third one too is okay when you work in the same industry, maybe of somehow related, but not in the same job, that one too is fair, but not like the first one that you are like a rolling stone. You didn't stay in a particular job. So we advocate for the teenagers looking for a job that can stay in a particular place for a long time, so that you should be able to acquire enough experience to look for another job when you want to leave the company. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Mr. Aya.
Thank you.
Dr. Lee, we just want to quickly, there are some examples we want to give. Before you give the examples, we also know by research has it that in the world today, the most paying sector is in the healthcare, and secondly in technology. Can you take us through this proven evidence or facts that are there in the open, in the general public, so that we can help to properly guide youths and our teenagers in taking a right career choice path?
Yes, the best careers are mainly in the field of healthcare and technology today. We have various publications that supported this statement. Let us look at the healthcare sector, for example, which comprises various sub-sectors like a dentist, like general nursing, pharmacist, among others. So also in technology, we have various sub-sectors like the programmer, we have a web developer, among others. If you look at all these sectors today, according as published in Scopus Index journals, which can be verified by anybody. So these various jobs in the health sector, healthcare and technology, they are most paid around the world today. And these two sectors, they are so attractive to the fact that the rate of unemployment is very insignificant. So because of this, anybody that venture into this will easily find a job to do, which make these two sectors most attractive. So for further claim, anybody can go to Scopus Index journals to ascertain this claim. Thank you very much.
And moving on, after he has taken us through this, giving us this information, giving us this example, we just want to quickly define what we mean by skill development. What is skill development in career preparation? In preparing for your career, what do you need to help in developing that skill? Skill development is simply defined as the process of choosing a career, improving your skills, and advancing along a career path. When Mr. Aya was talking about the three types, he did mention in the second part, which is you improve and you advance in that career path. So when we talk about defining skill development, it's a process of choosing a career. Having chosen that career, you are now improving on the skill that is required in that career. Then the third phase, you advance in age, you advance in year as you progress. And as you begin to advance, you note or you notice that you become a master in that field or in that path that you have chosen. There are 6 stages when you talk about the career process. There is the awareness stage, there is the exploration stage, leading on to career mentoring. Mr. Aya, can you take us through some of these stages?
Thank you very much. Let me talk about the first three you mentioned. Before you decide to, or our teenagers decide to take up a career, you must have known the available careers. So how do you do that? That's career awareness. That's the first one. You do that by, if I see you, for instance, I start to ask myself, what does this man do? Or what does my dad do? What does this man in my community do? I become aware of the available career. That is career awareness. If you are in school, you imagine what made your teacher to be what he is. Would you like to be like him? And so on and so forth. That's career awareness. And if you want to go beyond that awareness, now you explore what made this man to be what he is. So that will lead you into reading a lot of biographies, going through newspapers, magazines, googling to see what makes some notable people what they are. That is career exploration. You have to explore through all avenues to know what makes anybody. If a model, for instance, or like we are here now, you want to know why we are here, what made us what we are here. That's career exploration. And then the third one is career preparation. When you now, of all the ones you are aware of, you have explored, how will you prepare yourself to be the one you want to be? That will now lead us to, maybe if you are in school, what subjects do I read? What courses do I take up to make me be like this person I have read his biography, to be like him? And that's why we at John, we are ready to prepare our students to know who they want to be when they are ready to choose a career. These are the first three. There are still other ones.
There are three other more stages that we need to go through. Can you take us through those three stages?
Yes, thank you very much. So I would like to contribute my own quota to the remaining three stages of career development. The number 4 stage of career development is career placement. This is a starving solution that helps job seekers find their next employment opportunity. This stage serves as a stage where the newly job seekers get employment, and in this case the employee, the newly employee, will like to familiarize him or herself with the job to be done and the environment where the job is located. At this time, this young employee will like to learn how to become responsible and how to be responsible to the organization and to the entire citizen. Then the number 5 of the career stage development is career maintenance. The career maintenance stage follows the successful landing of a job. During this stage, the young person has been placed on a job already, so he begins to look at how to familiarize how to familiarize with the co-workers. Having done that, he or she will be looking at how he can or she can maintain the customers and the other callings for profitability. So as a result of this, the job seeker or the newly employed graduate or employee will be able to maintain his career. Then next, the last one is the career mentoring. In this case, this stage is meant for the most successful set of people in an organization that are ready to take or coach the young person the right way to go, the way to maintain their careers so as to be a successful person in life. So this particular stage is mainly for the tutors or the mentor that would like to give the mentee the opportunity to learn further how to conserve their career opportunity in a particular organization. So these are the remaining stages of career development. Thank you.
Okay. We have gone through the 6 stages of career development. We want to go on a short break, and as we come back after this short break, we'll be talking about our personal experience. I will start with Mr. Anya and also come back to Dr. Oluyede and how we have applied this and has helped us to become where we are. I want to encourage you, stay hooked up to the station. We'll be right back.
Ed John School of Management, Innovation and Enterprise, Inventing the Future. Here at Ed John School of Management, we see the big picture. We are inventing a world-class institution, an institution at the core of cutting-edge research, learning, and entrepreneurship, with the largest population in Africa and a rapidly growing youth population, accounting for over 50% of the population. Nigeria is a collection of great possibilities, and we are poised to provide direction in harnessing these raw talents for a more prosperous future with the world-class teaching faculty and facilities. Our goal is to produce the very best, able to hold their own anywhere in the world. Ed John is helping to lay the groundwork for Nigeria's push into the areas of artificial intelligence, robotics, and entrepreneurship, innovative skills which increasingly shape today's global economy. We are accredited by the National Board for Technical Education, NBTE, and bridging the gap between academia and the real business world, where innovation is solving real-life problems, with partnerships with world-class institutions to produce graduates who are recognized both locally and internationally. Our partnerships open up doors for our graduates to more learning opportunities and even careers that are able to transform individual lives and the nation at large, helping to create innovative solutions to issues currently facing our society locally and internationally is what we are about. Ideas are the currency our learners trade in, and we provide the environment to grow these ideas to propose world-changing solutions. Here at Ed John, we are clear about our goals and are creating the solutions with technology and entrepreneurship. Ed John School of Management, Innovation and Enterprise.
You're welcome back after that short break. We did promise that we'll be sharing our experience with you, going through these 6 stages. Mr. Anya, when we were talking about career awareness, I want us to bring your experience to bear as we discuss and we're talking to the audience out there. How was it?
Okay, thank you very much. I will not just stop at career awareness. Let me still take it to awareness, exploration, and then preparation. My career awareness started right from the time I didn't go to kindergarten school. I started from primary school when I saw that there are teachers.
In your days, were there?
Yes.
Were there kindergarten school?
No. So I'm just saying that my first stage of school was primary school. That was when I knew about teachers. And of course, there were still other professionals in my village then. If I go to hospital, I will see doctors I will see nurses and other people in other professions. That was how I knew that such professions existed. Then as I started growing up, I started reading, looking at all available sources to see what makes certain people in my village what they are. I didn't read their biographies, but I will ask questions, I will make inquiries that I'm coming to explore it now. How I knew what made those people what they are. And then again, when I entered the higher institution, I started preparing myself. First and foremost, when I saw my teachers, I was wondering, will I want to be like this, my teacher? I said no. Now, if I wanted to be like that doctor I saw, how will I be like him? So that made me to now start putting interest in sciences. I didn't want to go to the arts. That was how I prepared myself. Why I'm saying this is because in those days I missed so many opportunities. I didn't have a lot of biographies to read, but people nowadays have. And we at the John will make sure that anybody that comes to John will not miss those opportunities. And we'll make sure by the time they graduate from John, they would have been prepared themselves for a better job in the society. That's all I can say.
Thank you, Mr. I know, like we just joked over it, saying that in your days there were no kindergarten, or what do they call it now, KG, and that's just the truth. Today, you see, even as you walk into a school, you see maybe a doctor, a portrait of a doctor drawn, a portrait of a nurse, a portrait of someone who is a computer guru and all that drawn. So that helps and guides you and begins to prepare your mind in the sublime to say, I want to build someone like this. And today you see people saying, I want to be a doctor, but they need to be guided. They need to be properly guided. And Dr. Oloyede, the 3 other stages, I want you to share your experience, just applying how that applies to you in terms of career preparation, career placement, and career mentoring.
Oh yes. I would like to share my past experience in terms of career placement. I could remember when I got my first job. You see, I was wondering how the life after school could be. That in schools, in those days, we were not to have a physical or to have an industrial experience was a little bit difficult. So everything then was the YDS, So it was. So I was thinking, though, when I got my first job, on getting there, the environment looked somehow. Starting look. I saw the machine physically. That during the school we taught this abstract. We're showing with these images or something, but on getting to the company, it was a different thing entirely, to the extent that it was a little bit difficult for me to make friends among the staffs, because on getting there you see those people that did not even go to school. They knew how to handle all these machines. So it's very important for, like at John School of Management now, we are committed to expose our students to all these practical aspects, to show them the life after schools, so that by the time they get employed, something will not look strange to them again. And that is what I think we are going to do at John. So in fact, if I continue, sharing my experiences in those days during my mentoring, my job, career maintenance, it was so somehow, that the new generation today, need to have a very good place, like John's among others, to have a very good knowledge in terms of practical in addition to theory. So thank you very much.
Let me, now that you mentioned that some of the things you were taught in school, you didn't see when you were placed on your first job. It reminds me of one computer subject that we were taught, Fortran 4. The first time I got my first job, I came to a computer, told them I want to practice Fortran 4. I upped it now. So why I'm saying it, in a John, what we teach you is what you will see. We will not teach you anything, then you come to the field, you will not see it. Just like I learned about Fortran 4 when I came out, I upped it today. I've never come across Fortran 4.
And nothing like the YDS.
You see? So that's true.
So it's a different ball game when you talk about the theoretical aspects and the practical aspects. It's just glaring. But I think the two gentlemen here have mentioned that at a Jones School of Management, we will be giving a blend in such a way that even before you come out of school, the career path you have chosen will just be on a top scale as you begin to run. You don't need to go and learn it and begin to experience after school. Right there while you are in school, you already know what is required of you in the market space out there.
Concord Security Services provides impeccable security services to its diverse clients, from banking to telecoms, from international examination institutions to big restaurants. Our emphasis on the use of cutting-edge technology to provide solutions to prevalent security challenges gives us a competitive edge in the industry. Our array of services include man guarding, CCTV, perimeter fencing, full body scanners, metal detectors, VIP protection, escort services, due diligence, and event security. We offer extensive trainings to our security personnel to improve their physical fitness, mental alertness, and exceptional skills in managing complexity at our 2 training centers in Ed Jones School of Management and in Ilasa office. Engage our services today and let us give you peace of mind. Concord Security and Protocol Services Limited is located at 25 Abiyakuta Street off Beliat Bus Stop, Ilasamaja, Oshodi, Apapa Expressway, Lagos. Telephone
0805 690 8568
or 0805 119 9931. Send a mail to info@concordsecurityng.com or visit our website at www.concordsecurityng.com.
It's on this note we want to say God bless you as we wrap up this edition of the Anchor. We want to encourage you to join in the next episode. We promise you the next episode is going to be something discussed on ICT technology. Please stay tuned and ensure that you gather your friends and your peers to listen to us and to watch us live as we reach out to you in the next episode. Enjoy the rest of your day. God bless you.